Hey everybody, welcome back to the Henry Disc Golf channel. We are out at Silver Locks today doing part 2 of the manufacturer challenge. Again, we have Innova, DISCRAFT, Prodigy, and MVP being represented today. I am shooting MVP. Jesse is with Prodigy today. Franklin is with Innova, and Jason is with DISCRAFT. Let's have a good round. All right, here we are on hole number 1. Hole number 1 is a 295-foot par 3. I'm going with the Volt. We're going to go a little wide and just have this thing crash in, hopefully by the basket. That'll do.
I'm going with the D1. See how this does.
Good skip. Yeah, I'm going to get a little distant.
All right, Franklin went with the Innova Monster on forehand. That actually looks pretty darn good. Good throw. All right, Jason went with the DISCRAFT Undertaker. Was a little low, straight out there. All right, Jason was throwing the Sparkle Tour Series Luna. All right. Franklin is just at circle's edge, going with KC Pro AVRs. Ooh, good. Right, here are the results of my drive, putting with the Atom for today.
I have no idea what this is.
PA3.
PA3.
Good two.
Welcome to hole 2. We got a 268-foot shot. I'm going with the F3.
Get through. Ooh. All right, I'm going to go with the Pyro. Just try to put it out a little bit on the wide side and let it hyzer in towards the basket. Franklin is going with the Savant. Ooh, not so good. All right, and Jason is going with an ESP Onyx. All right, here's where Franklin wants up. He is going to go ahead and sidearm a Destroyer here. Not bad. Should be in the circle.
Looking at an upshot here. Gonna throw a PX3.
Good up. Jason did throw the Nuco S right into the tree. All right, Jason went with the magnet there and gave it a really good run at the basket. All right, guys, here I am. I'm still outside the circle, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the stabilizer as an approach here. Maybe try to see if I can give it a run here with a jump putt. That'll be an easy tapping. Here's Franklin with KC Pro AVR on a putt. Ooh, good run again.
Welcome to hole 3. We got 200 feet to the pin. I'm going to be throwing an A3. That has more stability than I was expecting.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Electron Envy here. Try to see if we can put this really close to the basket. There it is. There, Franklin is throwing an AVR3 Star Plastic. Getting up there. Good throw.
Get down.
Sit, sit. All right, Jason is throwing his upshot with the wasp there. He was a little bit outside the circle still.
Got about a 15-footer here.
But and Jason with his tapping.
Welcome to hole 4, guys. We got 230 feet to the basket. I'm going to be throwing a DD6.
It's just a D6.
Oh, D6. Sorry. I don't know how to read.
Into the tree. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go with the servo from MVP. Let's try to throw this on a little hyzer, get it by the basket.
Beautiful.
All right, Franklin is going with Champion Rock 3. Get up there.
Good shot.
Good throw. Heart. All right, Jason went with the ESP Sting. Oh, that looks beautiful. Good throw.
I'm going to do a sidearm upshot here. Put a little bit more on it, Jesse.
All right, guys, welcome to hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a 435-foot shot down the hill. We're going to go with the Proton Plastic Insanity. Try to see if we can get it down there. Oh, it got caught up, but it went through. All right, Franklin went with the G-Star Valkyrie. Threw it right into the trees. Did it get through? Nope, dropped down.
Throwing an FX2.
Really overstable. Jason's throwing the ESP Hades right into the tree and dropped down.
That what it is.
All right, Jason here is going with the Buzz SS. Go, baby. Oh. All right, guys, Jason's throwing the ESP Buzz here. A little early, tickled a branch, but dropped down inside the circle. He will be putting. Franklin is going to be going with the Barsby Eagle Star Plastic. Looks like he's going to go sidearm. Went quite a bit hyzer there. Dropping down.
I got a pretty good way to get up there. Throwing whatever disc this is.
Don't know if we could hear it, but Jesse's going with the feedback.
Oh, big ol'
Prodigy.
skip.
Ooh, took a really big skip. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go with the MVP Paradox here. Let's try to put this on a little bit of a hyzer and see if we can get it close to the basket.
Nice shot.
Oh, I left that way too high.
All right, Franklin's just outside the circle. He's putting with the Leopard. Good run. right, guys, welcome to hole number 6. Hole number 6 is 240 feet. A little bit down the hill, we're going to go with the MVP entropy. Put it a little bit wide on a hyzer. Have it hyzer in towards the basket. That came up way short. Right. Franklin is going with the Toro by Innova. Nice and wide. Putting it right under the basket. Good throw.
I am throwing a distortion.
And Jason is throwing the Get Freaky zone and putting a good throw on it.
Downhill putt, about 22 feet. Let's try to can this one for 2.
There's Jason's look at birdie. Ooh. Alright, guys, so here are the results of my drive. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can put this in for birdie. A little high. Alright, guys, here we are on hole number 7. Hole number 7 is a 522-foot par 3. Franklin is throwing the Halo Sidewinder. That took a really big kick to the left. Wow. That's going to be rough. Alright, I'm going to go with the Neutron Crave. Try to see if we can just throw it down there into the open. Give ourselves a look at an upshot. I like it.
I'm going to be throwing an F7.
Oh, sit down before the water. It did. Good. Jason's throwing the DISCRAFT Heat. Threw it a little bit too wide into a tree, and it did drop down. Right, Jason's throwing a Big Z Mantis. That did hyzer off a lot and down over there. All right, here we are. Franklin is throwing a G-Star Hawkeye. That was a good throw. With that disc, that was 4.
Yep, M4, 700 plastic.
Good up. And Jason's throwing a Big C Stalker. Pretty decent throw out there. And I believe he told me that his bag does reset and open up now. Alright, Franklin is going with the KC Pro Rock. Pretty straight. Get up there, get up there. Not bad. Here are the results of my shot with the Crave. Actually put it in a really good spot. We're going to go ahead and go with the Echo here. Try to see if we can put this by the basket. Thank you. Alright, Jason went with the Get Freaky zone. Put it down there by the
I'm
basket.
going to be throwing a PA2. We got a pretty good distance to the basket here.
Good up. All right, guys, welcome to hole number 8. Hole number 8 is a 245-foot par 3, basically straight ahead. I'm going to go with the MVP Zenith here. Try to put it out a little bit of hyzer and just have it crash towards the basket.
There it is. Nicely done. A little long.
That is going to the deep placement.
I'm going to be throwing an M4 straight up the gut here.
Hyzer a little bit. Not bad. All right, Franklin is going with the Mako 3. Straight up the gut. Oh, he put it on a line. Hyzer a little bit. Get in.
Nice shot.
Good. Freaking. All right, guys, Jason is going with the ESP Sting. Right into the tree.
I love trees today.
Okay, so Jason did not get very far. He is going to go with the ESP Sting again. And going off quite a bit left. Hit the tree and going to drop down by it. Not bad. All right, Jason's throwing the Luna as an upshot. Trying to give it a bit of a run. Alright guys, here are the results of my drive. Did push it a bit long, but we're just going to try to see if we can put this by the basket. That was not by the basket.
Tree ejected.
Well, it was me. I wanted to just put it by the basket and I actually went for it, which I didn't want to do. Alright. Here we are after that terrible upshot. See if we can put this in for a par. All right, here we are on hole number 9. Hole number 9 is a 190-foot par 3, just right in front of us.
Early.
What were you throwing?
An AVR.
Halo AVR. You stayed really stable.
Oh, jeez. Well, if I go through the Star AVR putt and approach, I'm going to go with the Rhythm here. Just try to put this on a little hyzer and have it come back towards the basket. That's gone.
Bye-bye. Way deep.
I'm going to have to throw another
Throwing an F5. Final disc in my bag.
Open up my bag after do this if I pitch the race up to the basket.
And Jason's going with the Get Freaky Zone. Need to get it a little bit higher.
Way too low. I suck.
All right, Jason is going with the Prodigy Magnet.
Got about a 25-footer. Let's try to make it here.
Yeah, good putt. Good out. All right, so I'm well outside the circle, so I'm going to have to go with a non-putter here. We're going to go with the Wave. Try to see if we can just get it out by the basket here. I don't like this. I don't like any of this.
Welcome to hole 10. It is
440.
440 feet. Straight ahead. I'm going to be throwing a D6.
Super flippy. Bye-bye.
Roller. Holy crap. That went around.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go with a Defy, but I'm going to give you a quick score update. Through 9 holes, I am down 4. Jesse's down 3. Franklin is down 2. And Jason is plus 6.
pretty darn good.
Pretty destroyer-esque.
7-3, so it was
Yeah.
before you. So.
Yeah.
All right, Franklin is going with the Star Wraith. Flipping it a little bit.
Holy bucket. Okay, I guess I'm going to be relying on that destroyer.
Jason's throwing the Big Z Heat. That was on a lot of hyzer.
I was figuring it would flip up with the headwind, but.
All right. All right, here's where Franklin wants up. He's throwing the Halo Savant. It looks like on a sidearm. Good up. Jason's throwing for 3, and he's throwing the ESP Sting. Did get it a little bit too much in the woods.
I'll be throwing a distortion up to the basket here.
Jesse threw a distortion there, putting it up by the basket. All right, guys, here we are. My final disc that I need to throw, because I'm still outside the circle, is the Vanish here, and everybody's bags are officially open to throw whatever they would like. We're just going to put this on a little upshot here. Oh, I put that way too wide. Go for it, Franklin. All right, so here's Franklin's look at birdie. Here's Jason's look at par. Ooh, good run. Jesse's look at birdie here. A little short. All right, guys, here are the results of my upshot. Wasn't very good. Still looking at probably outside the circle, but having an open bag, I can throw whatever. We're going to go with the Atom, probably just on a little roller here. Hopefully try to get right up by the basket. This could be bad, though.
Yep.
So here are the results of that upshot, and it went terribly bad. We're looking at a par here. All right, everybody's tapping in. We're good.
Welcome to hole 11, guys. Straight down there, 415 feet. I'm going to be throwing a D1.
Going for the short. That'd be great for the short.
All right, Franklin here is going with the Star Destroyer.
That'll be nice.
Not bad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Zenith here. I feel like this is probably pretty controlled for this shot. A little.
Here, eat his Wheaties.
I did eat my Wheaties. All right, Jason is going with the Mantis. Okay, Jason's throwing the Big Z Mantis. Threw it out pretty wide. Should be coming back in frame. There it is. All right, Jason's getting freaky with the zone. Put a decent shot up there.
No good.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go with the stabilizer on this approach here. Try to see if we can put it by the basket. A little bit too much stability, but that'll be good. All right, Franklin is going with the Toro. Sit down. Good up.
Good up.
Jason trying to putt out the birdie. Just a little short.
A neat putt here. Try to get this in.
Ooh, good run. All right, guys, here are the results of my upshot. Try to see if we can tap this in for a birdie.
Good birdie.
All right, guys, welcome to hole 12. Hole 12 is a 150-foot par 3. Franklin is going with the Toro on the sidearm. Ooh, kind of popped it a little bit too much, but good tree kick to park the basket. All right, it is now myself. I'm going to go with the Electron Envy. Try to see if we can put this on a little turnover, put it by the basket. That should be all right.
Going with an M4. Well, too much turn. Good
Ooh,
kick.
good kick to the basket. Jason is going with the Pro D Magnet. Beautiful.
Great shot.
All right, guys, so here are the results of my drive. Left was about a 15-footer here on an elevated basket. Oh! I don't really want to switch my putters midway through the round, but I think I may. All right, so here we are on hole 13. Hole 13 is a 220-foot par 3, basically straight ahead with a bit of a low ceiling. Franklin is throwing the Mako 3. Flip a little bit. Ooh, good tick. Shouldn't be too bad.
I'm throwing a distortion.
Jason is going with the Metallic Sparkle Buzz SS. Putting it down there. Good throw. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the Electron Envy. Try to see if we can put it down by the basket.
Is it rolling?
Yes. Whew. Good putt. Oh no, the big putt. All right, so here are the results of my drive. It's a little deep of the basket and to the left. See if we can put this in for birdie. All right, I'm done with those putters. Apparently it's MVP.
Welcome to hole 14. We got 600 feet to the basket. Way out there. I'm going to be throwing a feedback.
Not bad. All right, Jason is throwing the Big Z Heat. Put it out to the left, but that should get the flat on top of the hill. Franklin is throwing a G-Star Valkyrie. Flipping it over. Going to get all the way on the top of the hill. All the way on top of the hill. All right, I'm going to go with the Axiom Disc Defy. Try to put this on a little bit wide. See if we can get it down there. All right, Jason's throwing the Big Z Mantis here. Going to the short, that'd be great. All right, Franklin was up on top of the hill. He's going with the Star Wraith on a shot. Ooh, he turned it over. Still going to remain. Wow, roller.
Wow, sick. Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm throwing a F3. Why so far up?
Good. All right, guys, so here are the results of my drive. I'm going to go ahead and go with the servo. Just try to put this out pretty wide and just let it hook back towards the basket.
Sit.
I'm fine with that. I don't mind putting up the hill. All right, Jason's throwing the ESP Sting. Sit down. Sit. Good throw.
Throwing an A3. Just try to sit underneath the basket. Oh, I put it too high.
All right, results of Franklin's roller there. Putting it right up by the basket. Good up. All right, guys, so here are the results of my upshot. Looking at about a 20-25 footer up the hill. We're going to go ahead and putt with the Envy for the rest of the round. Haven't really been caring for the Atom too much.
There you go.
I don't mind getting a little lucky. All right, Jason for par. Ooh, sit, sit, sit. That's not bad.
"20 feet up the hill." Sit.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Nasty roll away. Make a big putt here.
Getting when Jesse asks for a big putt, he gets it. All right, guys, welcome to hole 15. Hole 15 is a 355-foot par 3. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Volt. Try to put this out wide and let it just hyzer in towards the basket.
There he's done it again.
What?
I took a 4.
All right, Franklin is going with the Halo Savant here. Putting it out straight and letting the disc hyzer in. It's going to push a little too far left.
Going with an F3. I'm going to put this out pretty wide.
Oh, it flipped a little bit. It flipped a little more.
It flipped a lot.
Wow, that thing's usually not that flippy.
Bye-bye, Felicia.
Jason is going with the ESP Zeus. Should be short.
Throwing a distortion up to the basket.
Jason is throwing this up with the Luna. Woo! Good up. Right here are the results of Franklin's drive. Went a little bit left. Ooh, good run.
Good run. Oh, no.
All right, here are the results of my drive. Should be looking at a pretty routine putt here for birdie. All right, guys, welcome to hole 16. Hole 16 is a 295-foot par 3. Basically trying to throw out over the dirt mounds, see if we can go with the volt, crash it in towards the basket. That came out really weird. Franklin's going with the Halo Sidewinder on an Annie shot over the mounds.
Stayed straight.
Definitely stayed straight on him. Jason is throwing the DISCRAFT ESP Sting. Get over the mounds. Come on. Just on the other side.
Throwing the feedback. Try to keep it out wide with a lot of hyzer.
Definitely wide. All right, guys, here are the results of Jason's drive. Going with the soft magnet on the upshot. All right, guys, so here are the results of my drive. I wound up getting stopped by the dirt mounds here. We're going to go ahead and go ENV on an upshot. Just try to put it right by the basket. That'll do. All right, guys, so here are the results of Franklin's shot. He's going to go ahead and throw a Casey on an upshot here. A little bit past the basket, not bad.
Make another big putt.
Nope.
No, that was short.
You're pulling at me at the end of this round that I did the last round. Ooh.
Wind.
All right, guys, welcome to hole number 17. Hole number 17 is a 430-foot shot, basically straight ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Defy again. Put this on a bit of hyzer with this head crosswind coming through. See how she flies.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Good shot.
All right, Franklin is going with the Star Destroyer here. Turning her over a bit. It's a pretty good rip. Way right, but good rip. All right, guys, we have Jason throwing the Z Mantis here. Trying to get it down there by the cover. Not too bad.
Throwing a D1. Try to throw it out kind of towards the alternate pin placement.
That's a good rip. Jason's throwing the ESP Sting. Got her turned over. All right, looks like Franklin is throwing the Rock 3 up the hill here on his second throw. Oh!
Nice shot.
The results of my drive. I'll be throwing the distortion as an upshot. Try to get close to the basket, if not in. Oh, come on, I can short.
Alright guys, Jason is going with the Get Freaky zone. Up the hill. A little early. Good, not bad. Alright guys, here we are with the results of my drive. Left here with probably 115 feet or so into the basket. We're going to go with the stabilizer. Try to put it right by the basket. The results of Franklin's upshot. Ooh, just barely missing the putt.
Ooh, we got some nasty headwind kind of coming through here. Keep it smooth.
Good putt, Jason. Alright guys, here we are on hole 18. It is 345 feet down the hill. I'm going to go ahead and go with the servo. Try to put this a little wide and just hopefully have it come back towards the basket. I walked the wrong way, but that's fine. Got it. Franklin's going with this Halo Star Sidewinder, putting it out on a great line. A little short. Good throw. Jason's going with the Big Z Mantis. And got over.
I did, barely. I'm going with an F3.
That's a good throw, Jesse. Nice throw. Looking at a putt. Alright guys, here are the results of Jason's throw. He's going with the Buzz SS. Didn't quite give it enough hyzer or pop. Alright, here are the results of Franklin's drive. He's going with the Halo AVR button approach. Knocked down, but got up to the basket. Alright guys, here are the results of my drive. I'm going to go ahead and take the Envy. Just try to see if we can put it up by the basket.
The results of my drive. Let's try to end this out with a bang and call it a day.
Get up. Here's Jason's look at par.
Alright, well, I'm Jason, and so today, I was playing with the DISCRAFT bag. I end up really liking the staying in the Get Freaky zone as my two favorite discs, and so the staying in so was a fairly nice, dependable fairway driver, and so I got some pretty good flights out of it, and was definitely a very dependable. And then of course the zone classic overstable approach disc, and so definitely, and so had some good shots with it, and so it got me close to the basket.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I throw the MVP or the Prodigy bag. I go, my two favorite was the D1 and the F3. I go, the D1 started me out pretty good with a great drive, and then a decently controlled fairway driver. That's all.
Okay, so today I threw the Innova bag, and my favorite disc for the entire day was the Toro. I had some really good birdies with it, and it was a really good overstable putter / mid-range. Then we have the Rock 3. It got me a birdie early in the round, and I almost had a throw-in with it for the day, so it made up as the number 2 disc for the day. And then my last one got me a birdie today on hole 8 is the Mako 3. It's just a really great straight mid-range. I wish that this course favored mid-ranges a little bit more. I would have probably thrown it a lot more today. And then an honorable mention, because the course does favor drivers, is the Destroyer. It was a really good just distance driver, pretty dependable. I need to work on throwing a little bit more so that I can treat it a little bit better.
All right, guys, so I was throwing MVP today. I did shoot the hot round of the manufacturer challenge so far with a down 7. My discs that I definitely enjoyed the most, I was pleasantly surprised with the servo. It definitely was pretty straight, but had a nice consistent fade to it. I was definitely enjoying throwing this one pretty much throughout the day. And then the bomber disc for the day for me was the Defy. I had multiple really good drives with this disc. It held up to the wind pretty well and just was great. And then I started putting with it about 3/4 of the way through the round. The Envy, the disc that I'm most familiar with, this one's one of mine. Definitely enjoy throwing this. And then my putting, of course, got better as the round went on when I started putting with this one. Overall today, it was a great day. I'm going to go ahead and put the totals for everything on the bottom of the screen here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Make it good for somebody else. We'll see you next time. Peace.